Greetings and welcome to it. Today is a BTS behind the scenes for April the 10th, 2013. Now, before we jump into our cue of the day, let's talk a little bit about it first. All right, let's go ahead and give it to you. I always do this opposite, but today we'll flip the order just for you. Our cue of the day that you can find right now at facebook.com/Q103 Hawaii is not about the weird microphone behind my head. It's about judging people and how, well, people do it all the time. We ask you the question, do you judge others and are your judgments right? And it has to do with stereotypes and how we see certain people and, the whole big plethora of human condition. Well, I thought I would help you a little bit today by letting you know there is a way to judge others or find out great big details about them, all through the power of my favorite thing, science. Well, science has taught us a lot of ways to judge others or to figure stuff out about them. Will you believe this? Tell me, is it true or false? If you look at a woman's feet, you can tell whether or not she likes you. You're thinking I'm full of it, aren't you? Science says wrong. Science says that you can definitely tell if a woman is into you. So guys, if you're one of those guys that's always out at bars and you've learned this lesson, women really, really good at, pretending like they don't like you. Well, don't look at their hands, don't look at their eyes, don't look at anything but their feet, because psychologically there's so much stuff happening in a woman's head when she's trying to pretend to either be interested or not be interested that they don't pay attention to their feet. The further apart the legs are as far as placement and stance means the more likely you are to get a yes if you ask them out. Now, if she crosses her legs and she kind of, puts her arms up on her, that's going to be a no. The further apart a woman's feet are on the ground when she talks to you determines how much are your chances of getting a yes out of her. So there you go. Check the feet. Another thing that we always like to talk about, and I'm not the only one, is everybody always talks about their gaydar, how good their gaydar is. Well, if you want to figure out if a man's gay, that's how you do it. It's his hand. Yeah, it's called the digit ratio theory, and what it states is that a man's exposure to testosterone in the womb actually causes one of his fingers to grow better or faster than the other finger. As a matter of fact, if you look at my hand, you can tell the fingers right there. Which finger do you think they're talking about being in ratio to another one? It's, let me see if I can do this correctly. These two, the index and the ring finger. See how my ring finger is actually longer than my index finger? That means I'm straight. However, if you've got a guy that has a index finger and a ring finger that are almost the same height, well, chances are he's gay because he was exposed to less testosterone and, was born that way. There's another way to do it is check the head. The little swirly part in the back of a guy's head? Well, if it goes clockwise, chances are he's straight. Actually, a big ratio of number of those guys are straight. But if his hair grows counterclockwise spiral on the back of his head, chances are he's gay. Bet you didn't know that. Another thing that you can tell is go back and look at all the pictures of you and your mom when you were a baby. Was your mom happy with you as a baby? You can actually find out. Science has shown us that women, no matter what is their dominant hand, left or right, always hold the baby on the right side to show depression. So if your mom carried you around on the right all the time, guess what? You probably weren't that much of a bundle of joy to her. But it is true. Science can't figure out why women want to keep their left hand free, even if it's not their dominant hand. But they reckon it has something to do with, the hand motions that people make for nonverbal communications. Most of those are made with the left hand in our culture versus the right hand. So if you're holding a baby by the right hand, that means that you're trying to... You got it? Okay. Find out, though, if your mom was happy with you as a kid by looking at your old baby pictures. One more thing, and I've got like a whole list of them that I should give out here. But did you know, and let's see here. Oh, this one's so cool, because I love this one. Ready? If you eat candy, does that mean that you like sweets? It means that you are sweet. People that eat candy or sweets during the course of their day or a part of their normal diet are actually nicer than those that eat salty food. And now you know why we call mean people salty. Well, check it out. It is our Q of the day. Facebook.com/Q103 Hawaii. It's up on our website, our Facebook right now. Let's end the show. And then, you know what? Today, I'll have a little something. Just only a little something at the end of this video for you, okay? I found heaven. That is Richie Stevens and gentlemen, Q103, your root station. Shaggy here, getting ready to check out for the day. Don't miss the BTS for today, the behind-the-scenes video. I'm going to teach you some really cool stuff about judging people. All you got to do is watch. It'll be up on our Facebook, okay? Something that you should definitely keep under your hat, that means plan ahead for it, is tonight out on the west side. DJ Irie Dole is throwing down some reggae, and you can be a part of a music video. It's with the Lamb's Bread, and they'll be filming on the west side tonight with DJ Irie Dole. You can get in free, by the way. Free. For details on that, look up Irie Dole. He's on Facebook, facebook.com/Irie Dole. As a matter of fact, he's on Q. And this weekend, don't miss his show, Rebel Music, from 8 to 11. This Saturday, too, got to say big shout-outs to DJ Marcos. He's got a new show called Wild West Reggae. And it premieres for the first time ever Saturday night, 6 o'clock. So write those down into your calendar, please. Okay. 877-0103, that's the number. Keep it handy all day because, who knows? Might be something you need to tell us, like a request or something. Yeah, you can do that. And Kamikaze's got a whole hour of them today. The all request drive at 5, so don't miss that. You know. Tell him I said hi. I leave the building before he gets here. But as for me, love you mean to get in by, I gotta go. Truth be known, I don't leave the building when Kamikaze comes in here. He's actually the program director over at Island 107.5 now. This is something for all of you record execs and musicians that follow us. I know a lot of people always send me music, and they sometimes send me Island music, okay? Well, now that I'm not really doing Island 107.5, there's a new email address you need to know. It's kamikaze@Island 107.5. So if you're looking to get your music heard or just to put it in front of somebody in radio and say, hey, what do you think of this? Kamikaze@Island107.5.com, and yeah, drop him a line. Tell him I said what's up. See you next time. Gotta go.
Want to see more Q103?
Check out our Q-blog on our website.
For extended artist interviews, behind-the-scenes videos, and more. Log on to Q103Maui.com today.
The rhythm